On the news, President Tinubu signs 2.17 trillion 2023 supplementary budget into law. Federal High Court Abuja grants former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele bail, orders his release. And aviation unions direct workers to withdraw services to Imo-bound flights. Welcome to News Now on TV 360 Nigeria. I am Simisola Atikun. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the second 2023 supplementary appropriation bill totaling 2.17 trillion naira into law. The president performed the signing following the speedy approval by the Senate and the House of Representatives last week. Before the passage of the bill, the Senate adopted the report of the harmonized sittings of both red and green chambers submitted by the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola. The supplementary budget has now effectively become law, making it possible for the federal government to disburse the funds allocated to each tier of government as contained in the budget. It is expected to augment expenditures in the 2023 budget signed by immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari. The Senate has taken a significant step by tasking its committees on establishment and public service matters, employment, labor and productivity, and federal character to conduct a comprehensive investigation into the illegal employment of officers within the Federal Civil Service Commission. The motion, titled Urgent Need to Ensure Federal Character Principle, address imbalance and emerging violations in the recruitment and deployment of officers by the Federal Civil Service Commission and related agencies, triggered the move as captured in the next report.
The motion, sponsored by Senator Titus Zam, chairman of the Senate Committee on Rules and Business representing Benue Northwest under the APC, looks at trend favoring specific groups, which deviates from the Commission's intended objectives.
Introduction of IPPIS was meant to curtail and ultimately eliminate illegalities in the civil service in terms of human resource and payroll management. Human factor in its application seems to be jeopardizing this noble objective of government. Regret also that employees of government are capitalizing on insider abuse to undermine the efficiency of the IPPIS and to perpetrate unwholesome activities, resulting in cases of salary burdens, post names in the government payrolls, among others.
Senator Neda Imasuen of the Edo South echoes these concerns, emphasizing the adverse impact of these actions on individuals who lack influential connections to secure employment.
So we must take this motion very seriously to bring sanity to the process, so that at least our citizens can feel a sense of belonging to the country Nigeria in employment, so that at least this teeming population of Nigerians who are very qualified and have been seeking for employment can at least be employed.
At the end, the Senate unanimously resolved to instruct committees to initiate an immediate investigation into instances of illegal employment.
That the three committees of the Nigerian Senate should jointly investigate this matter and revert to the Senate within 2 weeks. Those who support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Justice Olukayode Adeniyi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court has granted former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, bail. Granting the request for bail on Wednesday, the court held that it could not allow Emefiele to remain in custody owing to claim of the federal government that he would, on November 15, be arraigned on a fresh charge. The judge ordered that Emefiele be released immediately to his lawyers who were charged with the responsibility of producing him in court for his arraignment next week or at any other day. The ruling follows a fundamental right enforcement suit that Emefiele, who has been in detention for about 5 months filed through his team of lawyers led by Matthew Barker. It subsequently adjourned further proceedings in the matter till November 17. With just 2 days to the governorship election in Imo State, aviation unions have directed their workers to withdraw services to all Owerri flights from all airports in Nigeria. This comes on the backdrop of a proposed strike in the state by the leadership of organized labor, comprising of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress (TUC) on Tuesday, November 14. Following the attack of the national president of the NLC, Joa Jairo, last week by operatives of the Nigeria Police Force. Although the police denied arresting Jairo, saying that he was merely taken into protective custody to prevent a mob attack, the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, accused the Labour leader of meddling in the political affairs of the state. 1 month after the Israel-Hamas war, the Nigerian senators asked the federal government to collaborate with other countries and the United Nations UN in calling for a ceasefire in the conflict. A motion was also moved to see that the federal government advocates for a two-state solution as a means to bring an end to the conflict, which has caused loss of thousands of lives, including women, children and aid workers. Folashade Olusegun completes the story.
The resolutions to see that Nigeria makes a firm stand on the Israel-Palestine conflict stem from a motion introduced by Senator Kawu Somaila, who represents Kano South, but was presented by Senator Adamu Alero of the PDP from Kebbi. This motion garnered support from 43 other senators. Senator Alero emphasizes the alarming number of casualties in the conflict and warned that if not resolved promptly, it could escalate into a global conflict, potentially leading to World War III.
The Senate further notes that many international communities have condemned the ongoing conflict and that if urgent steps are not taken to address the situation, the battle may spread to neighboring countries and then to the allies of Israel and Palestine, which may further result in the loss of more lives and properties. In fact, it is even feared that if the escalation of this war continues, it may lead to World War III, God forbid.
During the debate, several other senators voiced their condemnation of the loss of lives on both sides and called for an immediate cessation of hostilities to protect lives and property.
A two-state solution had been proposed and accepted, but one side said they don't want to accept, and the other side says they want to protect themselves. But the point is, the world knows that an eye for an eye will lead to everybody not having any eye at all.
This will call on the federal government of Nigeria to, as a matter of urgency, take necessary steps in conjunction with other countries and the United Nations to immediately end the conflict, ensure ceasefire, and save lives and properties of innocent women, children, and indeed humanity who are being destroyed on a daily basis. Those in support of this prayer say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Nay. The act is valid.
Brightway International Exhibition, organizers of China Commodities Expo Nigeria, has flagged off the 2023 exhibition, showcasing the best of Chinese manufacturers and fostering international trade collaboration with Nigeria. The 2023 CCE exhibition, which features over 150 Chinese firms, is organized in partnership with the Ministry of Commerce China, the government of Shandong Province, the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Nigeria, the federal government of Nigeria, and the Lagos State government. Correspondent Sydney Okafo tells us more.
On February 10, 1971, the People's Republic of China and Nigeria formally established diplomatic ties 10 years after Nigeria gained its independence from the British Empire. This gathering of officials from government parastatals, entrepreneurs, innovators, and stakeholders in the manufacturing sector is one of the dividends of the diplomatic ties. According to Lagos State Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose, who represented the Lagos State Governor, Nigeria is the second largest trade partner in Africa to China and the country's biggest source of imports.
Nigeria is China's second largest trading partner in Africa, and China is the largest source of imports. In 2021, Nigeria-China trade reached $25.68 billion, rising 33.3% year on year. In the Lekki Free Trade Zone and Ogun Guadong Free Trade Zone alone, more than $1.5 billion have been committed by Chinese investors, and over 7,000 jobs have been created.
Nigeria is China's largest market for manufacturers, according to organizers and Consul General of the People's Republic of China, Yang Yungjin, which has prompted more Chinese businesses to take part in this year's Expo.
Nigeria is our largest manufacturer market. So today I'm so glad that more than 200 Chinese enterprises participate in this Expo. And you know that this year marks the 10th anniversary of Belt and Road Initiative.
Actually, it covers all the commodities from China, from industry, from machinery, and agricultural machinery, and transportation machinery, and logistics, and light industry, for electronic products and food processing products.
The Expo has been running for the past 15 years. Some participants claim the Expo has strengthened businesses in both countries and produced jobs.
In the relationship between China and Nigeria, when it comes to business, making a huge impact. They are making job creation, you understand, like now I'm a Hausa man from Kano, you understand, and I'm representing my company.
For the past 50 years, like you said, I've been in a relationship, but I believe from this year, going to go higher and higher. Because we are coming here for the first time, we are seeing a lot of opportunities, we are seeing where we can collaborate. As against importing and exporting, we want to say we can partner to develop, produce, and marketing of goods in Africa and Nigeria.
It's been 52 years now that the bilateral relationship between China and Nigeria has been in existence. And this year Expo has been so that over 150 Chinese companies are here to showcase their different products. And when we interact with some Nigerians that participate here, they say that this Expo has been very useful for them. Sydney Okafor, TV360 News, Lagos.
The Lagos State government has introduced noise permits for organizers of social and corporate events in the state. This permit only allows event organizers to increase their speakers to gain 20 decibels. Speaking at a one-day stakeholders parley on Ember Month noise pollution for managers and owners of hospitality businesses in the state, the Commissioner for Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, appeals to them to be safety conscious and be considerate of their neighbors, while the General Manager, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, rails out what to do for the businesses not to be shut down.
We must find a balance between doing good business in a safe, conducive, environmentally friendly environment, or else all of us will be down for it. Nobody wants to stop your businesses, no. But I can tell you for a fact, you will make more money in a very sane and conducive environment. It's for your good. You have a business, nightclub business, you want to come there, but when you have no safety plans, for instance, God forbid, there is an incident, what do we say the next morning? We don't plan for these things. So for me, I put all my weight behind LASEPA and all the agencies. Because my kids will come, they'll go out at night. My cousins, my nephews will come, nieces, they'll go out at night with their friends. So we want you to do your businesses and do it well. But let us do it under proper rules and regulations.
At the time you are putting your club together, he has told you all of the regulations you should follow. But for me, what's most important is that you soundproof your walls. And most of us go to clubs outside Nigeria. We know how thickly the walls are soundproof. We know how many doors you have to go through to get into the club itself. We know the actual regulations. But Lagos is now beginning to go hard on, these regulations. We'll make sure that everybody complies.
Well, take a break here, but still to come, UK bans recreational use of nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas. Stay with us for details. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. A recap of our top stories. President Bola Tinubu has signed the second 2023 supplementary appropriation bill totaling 2.17 trillion naira into law. The president performed the signing following the speedy approval by the Senate and the House of Representatives last week. The bill is expected to augment expenditures in the 2023 budget signed by immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari. We also told you that Justice Olukayode Adeniyi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court has granted former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, bail. The ruling follows a fundamental right enforcement suit that Emefiele, who has been in detention for about 5 months, filed through his team of lawyers led by Matthew Burka. It subsequently adjourned further proceedings in the matter till November 17th. Now, in case you missed any of our news bulletins or for more updates, you can catch us on Limex World TV or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store and Huawei App Gallery. On Facebook, or at TV360 Online.
In the last 3 years, we have built a multi-purpose center, which is the envy of all in our constituency. And I can tell you that the people who are living there are already enjoying it.
Guy, do you think what this man just said is true? See, I seriously doubt. I'm sure it's one of those their silly lies.
And wait, do you know there's a way to find out if these things he's saying is true or not? This is the Construct app. It gives people like us a sure way to track implementation of constituency projects. It gives valid and verified information on location of projects, amounts allocated, amount funded, the level of job done, and even the profiles of concerned legislators. You and I can post directly on this app.
Are you serious?
This is the Go-To app if you want to know how our Commonwealth is being expanded by the government.
Wow. Let's even see if what this man said is true. Show me.
The Construct app is developed by Other People Nigeria with support from USAID and is available on both Google Play Store and Apple Store.
And it's true.
Of course, I told you.
Business owners in Nigeria say the nation's relationship with China can enhance unique strengths of both nations, which will benefit both economies through sustainable partnerships. They said this at the 2023 Lagos International Trade Fair with a view of enhancing productivity in different parts of Africa's sectors. Olushola Obadimu, Director General of the Nigeria Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASEMA, who was represented by Yusuf Samson, says that fostering collaboration between government, businesses and civil society firms can enhance innovation, create new economic opportunities and contribute to a more equitable and sustainable future.
This year marks the 10th anniversary of Chinese President Xi Jinping's proposal to build a community with a shared future for mankind. and the principles guiding China's Africa policy, including sincerity, real results, amity, good faith, and the Belt and Road Initiative. In August, the 15th BRICS Summit was held in South Africa. China has launched the initiative on supporting Africa's industrialization, plan for China supporting Africa's agricultural modernization, and plan for China-Africa cooperation on talent development.
It has grown over the years to be the largest and the most important trade fair and exhibition in West Africa. The Lagos Trade Fair has been a symbol of growth, a symbol of progress, and a symbol of opportunity in the business world for many years. And it will continue to be for the foreseeable future. It is a veritable platform where entrepreneurs, innovators, and business leaders worldwide converge to foster collaboration, discuss industry trends, and showcase their products and services.
We'll take another break and return with stock market reports. Don't go away. Investors on the local bourse have recorded another session of positive close on Wednesday by 0.23%. The market cap stands at the 38.89 trillion naira mark, with the market breadth ending positive with 28 gainers against 24 losers. Japo Gold and Ventures PLC leads the list of advances with a 9.87% share price appreciation, closing at 1 naira 67 kobo per share, followed by Meteor Industries. At the end of Wednesday's trading, investors exchanged a total of 558 million volumes of shares, valued at over 9 billion naira in 6,401 deals. For our select foreign stocks, the market ended in the bulls for the UK's FTSE and US Dow Jones, ending at 0.027% and 0.016% respectively. On the flip side, Japan's Nikkei ended in bearish trend at 0.33%. Possessing laughing gas to get a psychoactive high has become illegal in Britain, with serial offenders facing up to 2 years in prison and dealers up to 14 years. The ban, first proposed by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's Conservative government in March and now imposed under the 1971 Misuse of Drugs Act, is part of a wider crackdown on lawlessness before an expected general election next year. The sale of small canisters of nitrous oxide has proliferated in recent decades as young people in particular inhale the drug recreationally for a quick high. Doctors warn that prolonged use can cause anemia, nerve damage, and spinal injuries, while the canisters have come to litter parts of urban and suburban Britain and have been associated with antisocial behavior. In entertainment, the coroner's inquest into the controversial death of 27-year-old musician Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba Mohbad reconvened at the Candid Johnson Courthouse in Ikorodu, Lagos on November 7, 2023. Mohbad's death has sparked arguments from various quarters, prompting the Lagos State government to launch the inquiry. Correspondent Okwemi Osheni was at the courthouse and she completes the story.
Shortly after the announcement of appearances by all lawyers and parties in the case, Magistrate Adedayo Shotobi, who is presiding over the coroner's inquest, calls on witnesses to present their testimony. Widow of the 27-year-old deceased singer Cynthia Aloba takes the witness stand to swear an oath and share her account of events leading to the singer's death, as she was subsequently cross-examined by the prosecuting counsels. The deceased wife, during her testimony, disclosed that Mohbad had long died before he was declared dead due to constant bullying from his former record label boss Aziz Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley, and the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency that arrested him in February 2022. She also narrated how her late husband was injected twice by the nurse that treated him when he was ill, while she also informed the court that she has been going out in a face mask due to the persistent death threats she's been receiving since she lost her husband. The attorney represented the deceased wife and mother implored the public to be calm and desist from making insinuations on social media, as they are confident that justice will be served in due time and circumstances surrounding the singer's death will be revealed.
We believe in the professional competence and the impervious integrity of this Honorable Coroner. There is no really need for us to start making, insinuations on social media. The reason why we are here, the reason why we have the Coroner, is to investigate the cause of the death of Mohbad and nothing more. And that is what we are here to do, and that is what we have been doing. We are very confident that justice will be served. We are equally very confident that in no distant time, this Honorable Coroner will answer the question, what caused the death of Mohbad?
A representative of the NBA Ikorodu branch, reacting to the proceedings, says the whole essence of the coroner inquest has been defeated as the court could not get a pointer to what led to the singer's death.
The whole essence of the coroner inquest from what happened in court today actually defeated the whole scenario. There is still it's still ongoing. We cannot draw a conclusion today. The inquest still continues, and the matter has been adjourned to 15th of this month. Probably when we come back, we can get more revelations that can give us a pointer to what really happened before he died.
The coroner court could not take the testimony of the deceased younger brother, Aduragbemi Aloba, as he complained of fatigue. The coroner, while assuring the deceased wife that justice will be served, adjourned the hearing to November 15, 2023. Okpeyemi Owoseni, TV 360 News, Lagos.
And finally, on sports, Saudi Pro League club Al Ittihad has reportedly sacked Nuno Espirito Santo following a string of performances and an altercation with Karim Benzema. This season, Al Ittihad has won only 6 of their 12 league games, and their 2-0 AFC Champions League loss to Iraqi side Al Quwa Al Juwiya on Monday seemed to be the last straw. The Jeddah-based outfit has only won 2 of their last 9 games in all competitions, and there have been rumors of manager and player tensions rising. Well, that's our bulletin on News Now. Thank you for staying with us. See you another time. Bye for now.